This week, the former Trump aide picked by the president to lead the FBI will face questions from the Senate Judiciary Committee. The confirmation hearing for Kash Patel is scheduled for Thursday. Patel's critics argue he doesn't have the experience or temperament for the role. Now, CBS News has learned an anonymous FBI insider has come forward with new information questioning Patel's judgment during sensitive hostage rescue missions, or at least one of them. CBS News investigative reporter Dan Klaidman is here with me in Studio 57. What is this Bureau insider saying?
Well, what he came forward and told the Senate Judiciary Committee, at least Democrats on the Senate Judiciary Committee a few days ago, is that while he was working on the FBI's hostage recovery fusion cell, which is the entity that kind of coordinates hostage releases and rescues around the world, that Kash Patel sort of inserted himself into the process. He was a NSC staffer during the first Trump term. This is in late October of 2020. And that Patel violated protocols by going to the Wall Street Journal and confirming to them that these American hostages in Yemen had been released, when in fact they were not yet safely confirmed in U.S. custody and their families had not been notified. Well, that really bent out of shape people in the FBI because they worried that if you get out ahead with this kind of news, that it could jeopardize the release of the hostages and that it is not fair to the families.
What are Democrats doing with this information, and what other information are they seeking?
Well, they've interviewed this insider, effectively a whistleblower, and they have now written a letter signed by Senator Durbin, who's the ranking Democrat on the Senate Judiciary Committee, talking about this information and asking the United States government, the Trump administration, to supply, all records and communications between Patel and any of these entities, any of these people involved in this process to find out what happened, to try to verify what this whistleblower's claims are. So they sent the letter to the Secretary of Defense, the Secretary of Treasury, the current acting FBI director, and others as well to get this information. They're gathering it, and they plan to question Patel closely on Thursday at his confirmation hearing.
I know your story just dropped on CBSNews.com, but have we heard any reaction from Republicans yet? And in your reporting, is this considered egregious enough that some GOP senators could oppose his confirmation?
I don't think we know enough to know whether any GOP senators would oppose the nomination. What we've heard from the administration, they are staunchly defending Kash Patel. They're saying that he has all of the qualifications to be FBI director and that there's no truth to this FBI insider's information. So that's the position. And at this point, it's a question of getting the details, airing this, and seeing what the reaction is politically.
I mean, forgive me if I'm oversimplifying it, but shouldn't it be something that would be easily provable by going back to the Wall Street Journal and finding out, finding the quote, et cetera, the timing of it all? I mean, this isn't something that should take weeks.
It should not. I'm assuming they will get to the bottom of this. I think the question is, when he spoke to the Wall Street Journal, which was 10:55 on October 14th, 2020, where were the hostages at that point? Were they on a plane headed to the United States or to U.S. custody? Had the handoff occurred? Some of those questions still have to be answered. And I'm assuming we will know by the time this confirmation hearing takes place.
Okay, everybody can go to CBSNews.com and read your full reporting. Dan Klaidman, thank you.
Thanks for having me, Lindsay.